Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Blacktastic Media. Man, I just got done watching that Netflix comedy special with Kevin Hart. Zero fucks given. This was brilliant, man, because with the whole situation in America with the COVID-19, he decided to do a comedy special in his own house with a live audience, man. It was cool. It was real cool. I never seen anything like it. Now, the man's attire, he wore some black, looked like silk. It looked like a nightgown. Looked like he was wearing some pajamas with some Nikes, but you know, that's beside the point. The concert is only about an hour and 9 minutes, but it was strong. It opened up really strong. He closed strong the middle, you know, give or take. It was weaker than some of the other material, but man, overall, I had a good time and I was laughing. It was just cool to see the man because a year ago, he was in a serious car accident and damn near lost his life. Thought he was going to be paralyzed. And he addressed a lot of things about that situation. He says, man, when you're about to die and you damn near paralyzed, you think about things like, do you have a good ass wiper in your life? This is real shit, because for 8 days he didn't go to the bathroom, no bowel movements. He could not move his arms or legs, and all of a sudden he had to take a shit. He said it felt like somebody put some dynamite in his stomach and it blew up. This 60-year-old man, he was Hispanic, his name was Jose, was his ass wiper. Hey man, I know you feel bad, man. I'm going to help you, man. He said Jose picked him up by his legs and arms and sat him on a toilet that was right next to his bed and sat there. And Jose just sat there and looked at him, took a couple of steps back, folded his arms, you know, waving back and forth, just waiting for him. Hey, man, I know this is difficult, man. It's going to be okay, man. And he said when he went, it just started dropping out of his ass. He said, oh, Jose was like, all right, man, don't worry, man. I got you, man. I got you. When he was done, Jose came, grabbed his right arm, pulled him over, started wiping his ass. He said, man, a tear came down my left eye because it was amazing. Jose was like, I know this is uncomfortable, man. I'm just doing my job, man. I know this is difficult, man. I'm just doing my job. He said he was thinking, why did God let me be somewhat paralyzed where I could not feel my arms or my legs? They were numb, but I can feel the sensation in my butthole and the area between my balls. And I was dying. And Jose was like, hey man, I see you crying, man, but look, hey, this is special for me too. He said, he looked at Jose, how could it be special for you? Hey man, you're Kevin Hart, man. You're the first famous ass I ever wiped, man. I was dying. But he's brought up some things I didn't know. Right when this whole COVID-19 broke out, when Tom Hanks got it, everybody said, oh man, Tom Hanks and his wife were the first famous people to get it. No, he said he got it at the exact same time. He said, reason why I didn't go public with it, because Tom Hanks is a much bigger star than me. Man, his news would have trumped my news, man. I ain't big as Tom Hanks. No one would have even cared if I got it. I got to wait to somebody who's not as famous as me to get it first, like David Hasselhoff. Then I would have dropped that shit. Yeah, I got COVID-19. Yeah. Everybody would have known about it. Everybody would have been tweeting the next day and shit. But it's all seriousness, him and his wife got it. She lost all taste and senses. And she goes, honey, I think we should bring the doctor over to the house. And Kevin said, look, I had no symptoms. I felt fine. No fever, no nothing. Tested positive for the COVID. Matter of fact, he didn't even call it COVID. He called it the vid-19. He said, yeah, that sounds more serious, like age, you know. He also talked about growing up. He was in private school for a long time. Then he finally went to public school, and it was a shock to his system. Now, this is something I can directly relate to, because when I was growing up in Compton, I went to an all black private school, and I didn't go to public school till later on in life, man. It was a shock to my system when I first seen white people. Well, Kevin did the exact same thing. He went to a public school and he seen a white person walking. He said, man, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a stormtrooper from Star Wars. He said, man, I started making the sound effects and everything. I was dying. He said that's the first time he was introduced to whites Mexicans, Asian. Back then they called them Orientals. He never seen gays. He never seen people that were dirty, poor. It was all new to him. Said public school fucked him up. But here now, my kids go to public high school. My daughter. He said, man, my daughter's a hoe. The audience went like, oh, he said, no, I'm telling you, my daughter's a hoe. I'm going to tell you why. She came to me and, me and my daughter are real close. Daddy, I got a crush on this guy named Matt. He's cute. He's funny. And, I'm trying to be a good father. Oh, okay, girl, that's good. You do you. Yeah, Daddy, I want some of that. He goes, what you mean want some of that? Oh, Daddy, you know what I mean. And she goes, no, I don't know what you mean. I just want them. After a couple of days, she came home. Dad, me and Matt are not together no more. I'm over him. He goes, oh, okay. I'm in love with Rob now. Rob is cuter and he's even funnier. A couple of days later, same thing. I met somebody new, Dad. I'm in love with Tim. Tim's funnier. He's taller and, I like him better. He said, I'm sick and tired of hearing about all these boys. And, my daughter's a hoe. That's how you started being a hoe. I even called an old hoe that I knew. Said, how does it start? Would it, liking 3 little boys at the same time, one after the other? She goes, yep, that's it. That's the start of being a hoe. So he said he went to the high school to go meet these boys. He met Matt. Matt was cool. He was nice, very cordial. He said, well, I could see why he liked Matt. Matt was cool. Then Rob walks in. He's taller. He's more avid as a speaker. He talks with his hands. He's very charming. He goes, man, I see why you like Rob. And then Tim walks in. Very suave, very debonair. And he's wearing leather pants. He goes, man, this boy is wearing leather pants in high school. You got to be somewhat confident if you're wearing leather pants in high school. The only person I knew who wore leather pants in high school was Lenny Kravitz. And that was a rumor, so I don't know if it's true or not. I was dying, man. Dude is funny. And he talked about the cost of fame. He said, when I was younger, I could not wait to be famous. And now that I'm famous, I hate it. In this generation, everybody got cell phone cameras and everybody's taking your picture and they are like reporting the news. They're like the FBI. Every time some news break, it's because somebody had a cell phone and caught your ass first and then sold the news to somebody or the footage to somebody. He goes, man, one time, I was trying to get in shape and stay fit. But I was craving a Big Mac, man. I really wanted a Big Mac. I went to the drive-in at McDonald's, got me a Big Mac meal, pulled over to the side, inside the parking lot. I was fucking that Big Mac up. And I looked to my left, and there's a woman filming me eating. Going, ooh, I got you, ooh. He's like, what the fuck? And he said, I just remembered 2 days ago, I sent a tweet out that I'm going to eat all meat that's plant-based. He said, man, they gonna cancel my ass. And that was another thing he was talking about. Things you do and things you say right now, you can get canceled for everything. So half these jokes, he had to make a little joke about, I might get canceled after this one. And one thing that really made me laugh really hard, he said, my kids are spoiled. I'm rich. I work hard for my money, but they are enjoying the festivities of me being rich. Private jet planes flying everywhere. But when COVID hit, things changed. We don't go out much. But they needed to go see their grandmother back in Philadelphia. So my ex-wife took them. And they, went to the airport. My kids are calling me, Dad. He said, you thought they was in bad, Dad, they're checking my luggage. They're taking my lotions and creams. His son said, Dad, they took my damn baggage. I can't even play my video games on the phone. He said, I'm going to tell you what's going on, y'all. This is life with your mama. I was dying. And he said, as a family, we used to always go to Disneyland. And when you're rich like me, you get your own personal concierge. And they walk you through the park and you get to get in line in front of everybody and get on the rides first. I taught my kids, as we walking past these folks, do not give them any eye contact whatsoever. This is the way we are. Now, they're going to get mad at us, but who cares? Once we're in the car going home, these motherfuckers would never see us again. Well, they went to the Disneyland one time with their mom and their cousins on their mom's side of the family. They called, Dad, Can you call somebody, please? We're malnourished. We've been in line for 2 hours. We haven't ate nothing. I can barely stand. Daddy, can you please call and do something? He goes, nah, Well, hey, put your mom on the phone. She got on the phone. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? I said, yeah, got you, bitch, and hung up in her face. I was dying. That was cold. That was a low blow. But man, I enjoyed this comedy special. It was cool. It was clever. And he did some jokes about Seinfeld, some other stuff, man. It was really, really funny. But you got to check it out for yourself. I'm a little biased because I'm a big Kevin Hart fan. And times like this, you need a good laugh. And he addressed, issues about him cheating on his wife. He threw that into his act and everything. It was brilliant. He's a brilliant stand-up comedian, not just an actor. And he did the damn thing. I was happy to see it. But yeah, it's on Netflix. 0 fucks given. Give it a watch. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm out. Until the next time. And hey, if I offend you, then you don't understand me. But if I can inspire you, then you will learn to love me. I'm out. Peace. And remember, it's just my point of view.